go. Hi, everybody. Howdy. I know that everybody on Threads voted for a different hat, but my different hat doesn't work with the over-the-ear headphones, so this is what we're getting. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Girls Gone Wasteland, a Femmes and Thems romp through the Joshua Tree Desert in the post-apocalypse. Everybody say howdy, highway heroines, as I can't stop laughing.
Howdy,
heroines! Wonderful. And we're going to go through and popcorn where everybody can tell us who you are and who you're playing tonight. We're going to start over here with Victoria.
Hi, I'm Victoria, and I'm playing Marnie John this evening. Oh, and then I'm going to popcorn it over to B.
Oh, hi everybody. I'm B. I play Yvonne. And I'm gonna popcorn it over to Merm.
Hi everybody, my name is Merm. I use they, she pronouns, and tonight I'm going to be playing Pele, who uses she, her pronouns. And I'm going to pop it over to Kaylee.
Hi everyone, my name is Kaylee, and I'm going to be playing Rosaline, or whatever you want to call her, tonight. She has she, her pronouns, and a coffee addiction. So I'm going to pop it over to Alecto.
Hi, I am Lady Lily, and I'm playing Alecto, who is really excited that the DM is going to let her drive.
Who gave her, Alecto, the keys to the bone bus? We're going to find out. And then our special guest for this evening.
According to Delores, to Nutmeg.
Hi everyone, I'm Nutmeg, and I will be playing one Delores.
Beautiful. We're going to meet Delores in a couple of minutes and see what Dolores' deal is. But first, let's get into our adventure. Spring crept into the desert without permission, and the auto camp woke up to the quiet truth that the Road Queen was still gone. About a month missing. Morning routines carried out of necessity. Coffee poured, radios tapped, generators coaxed back to life. But unease hummed beneath every small task. As Alecto struggled with the failing equipment, or smuggled, who knows, Farthing searched ancient pages for answers, and the camp worked hard to keep itself standing. Questions piled up. Missing people. Strange signals, and a leader who hadn't come back. Clues surfaced in the Road Queen's garage. A locked footlocker, a marked map, and calculations tied to radio broadcasts and higher ground, pointing the toward Joshua Tree's keys, mountains, San Jacinto near Palm Springs, and something unfinished. At a radio tower, rumors hardened into evidence. Someone had been the Road Queen had been chasing distance, testing signals, and hauling equipment. By the time the bone bus was loaded, because that's the vehicle you guys chose, Farthing had slipped farther ahead on foot, and one name remained burned into the trail ahead, the skeleton overpass. The oasis shrinks behind you. Farthing's footprints are still faint in the dust, and some things aren't meant to last this long. And so we find you guys all upon the bone bus. This giant hulking bus that you guys have retrofitted with this skeletal grate in the front, and other such wonderful accoutrements, if you will allow the fanciest words that I know. Alecto, you're in the driver's seat. As ancient pothole-filled roads, crumbling asphalt stretch on before you, Joshua trees passing spiky and almost looking humanoid-like as their limbs point both up and down, and sometimes all around. They are really funky Dr. Seussical trees. What is something that you notice outside of the window of the bone bus?
I think things you would notice would be just kind of the difference in the mountain shapes as you move along, because where you could always see the mountains off in the distance in this valley, as you move through it, you kind of get to cut along different areas of it, and some of the kind of the hills and the mountains that you're going along seem to have this strange, like whitish line going across the center of them.
Mm-hmm.
Alecto doesn't know why, but she's sitting there wondering, like, I wonder who painted that.
Yeah. Who else is looking outside the windows as you guys travel probably faster than you've traveled in a long time, down these open roads?
I'll take that one.
Okay.
So Rosalind is kind of sitting there, sort of hunched into her chair, looking out the very lovely, cracked, and dirty window. And but where someone else might see like emptiness and desolation, she can pick out like the bases of like humanity, like what humanity used to be before the great catalysm. There's buildings, there's abandoned cars and modes of transportation, maybe, you know, gas stations, places people used to live and contribute into as a society. And she's just kind of like thinking about what it used to be like before all of this stuff happened, and what the future might look like for all of us in this big bone bus. And maybe, you know, one day if one of us has kids, like what their children might grow into, what society they might make. But for her, it's obviously not an empty landscape when she looks out that window, because she can see the past.
Mm-hmm.
And where we came from.
Amazing. Your eyes trail over the ruins of a civilization left behind, etched into the landscape. You pass what you could only guess what some of these buildings were for. You see almost what looks like a stagecoach upon one building that says Wells Fargo. And you ponder, what was Wells Fargo? What could it have been?
That's
What kind of people worked there? It's a water station. Perhaps the news came from there. Or the mail. Who knows? The ancient peoples lived such interesting and varied lives, and not maybe the most practical of ones. You pass another building. Giant golden arches create a doorway. What could that have resembled in this ancient and storied past? As you just kind of like puzzle out the lives of these people who came before you and what the lives of future generations could look like. Anyone else?
Alecto in the front calls out, like, I wonder if those were used for the earthquakes. You know, like emergency earthquake stations.
Marnie's sitting in the back. While she may enjoy a good adventure here and there, being on the bus, now that she's actually on the bus, is a different experience than she may have anticipated. So she's just holding on to the bus for dear life, and she like really wants to gather like the sand out of the window because she really wants a sample of it, but she's too afraid to let go of the bus, so she's just sitting back there like, guys, can somebody open the window? Never mind, don't open the window. And she's just like, you can see she's sweating, and she just wants to be present, but she's just absolutely terrified for being on this bus.
Amazing. You feel your body kind of like in that sensation that people in our time might associate with more of like flying in an airplane, that feeling of like emptiness where when the plane leaves that tarmac for the first time. Maybe that's just a feeling I have. That's a feeling that I think most people have to some extent on airplanes. But you're feeling it in a different direction because you guys are going probably... Alecto, how fast are you driving down the road?
Alecto has foot to floor. to the floor. And
Yeah, so
is kind of
you are going.
avoiding as much of the potholes as she can, but she's usually hit something like, "Don't worry, that was already dead. Pretty sure that was already dead."
You can feel like that sense of like kinetic energy because you are on a moving object, and your stomach, you haven't moved this quickly before, possibly, unless you've driven other modes of transportation. But you're going like at about, maybe buses probably go about full gas, probably about a strong 40 for this one because it's a little old. But that's still 40 miles an hour when the average human body moves maybe about 3. So you're feeling all that those G forces kind of starting to coalesce around you, just a little bit. Let's see, Pele, what you doing on the bus?
So Pele is right behind lovely driver, trying to make haha funny jokes. Being like, oh my gosh, I'll stand over there. Just kind of left and right the whole time. And then seeing Marnie Joe in the back, just being like, Marnie, just like let go. We're about to hit a pothole, and when we do it, it'll be okay. If you go up, it's a good time.
Are
So
you
just
sure?
let go. I would do it too, but I'm up here instead, and I'm up here instead.
Okay.
Just because I want to see Marnie Joe's reaction when she experiences like weightlessness for that like split second when the bus is like taking flight. And then at the same time of this, to kind of like what's actually happening to Pele is she's looking out to the vastness of the desert and the emptiness of it, and she continuously sees mirages of her past life and of people that are no longer here anymore. And she's like, oh my gosh, what's that over there? To kind of like, it's not actually there. Obviously, it's not there. It's not there, right? Sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, take us through this image of like, as you are like, as that like sheen passes in the corner of your eye that opens up the memories. What is something that gets caught in the window in between time and space for Pele?
There's just this like blackened, bloody face that is just there for a second. Pele refuses to turn her head toward it, and then like turns her entire body another way and feels like this sense of just like something letting go, and kind of knowing that whatever the fuck that was is gone for now. Probably, maybe, who knows?
Who knows? And then, Evie, what are you doing on the bus?
I am going to be sitting right next to Marnie John, making sure that she does not let go of the seat, as Pele said, and keeps her locked in so she does not fly.
Evie,
because everyone is like, yes, she's like, everybody seatbelts, and she looks around, it's a bus, and there's no seatbelts, and she's like, I don't know where that came from.
As you've been at Auto Camp for a while, and you've seen the Road Queen work on other vehicles along with the other survivors of Auto Camp. You might be familiar with what seatbelts are. You might not know exactly what they were meant to do, but maybe they were to hold people in place as Alecto drives. That's like the best maybe that you can remember. As you kind of like think on what a seatbelt is, what kind of memories come back to you?
Similarly, I think to Pele, being on a vehicle, and something about it triggers a memory of being on something like this, on being on a car or something moving really fast, but it's a vague sort of memory. She's not sure what it was or where she was, but she remembers the movement of it, of the traveling, and a feeling of I want to say excitement.
Amazing. And then all of a sudden, Alecto, I need you to roll a d6 for me and tell me what your result is.
It was a 3.
A 3. You know, you hit a pothole just a little too hard. This ground was not made for going, especially buses going 40, 45, maybe 50 if you're going down a hill. And you feel that one of the back tires hit a pothole just a little too hard. And you can hear that hiss and whine of the back tire deflating.
Everyone watch your heads. I think I hit something. And I think it hit me back.
Slowly, actually, what do you do as the tire deflates?
So, she's going to try to slow the bus down. She might kind of like turn the wheel a little bit, trying to get control, because if a tire's going flat, you're losing a little bit of control of the car if it's going too fast. So she's definitely just trying to keep control before like pulling it to a winding stop. Try to pull off of the road a little bit, so bus is a teensy bit slanted. And she kind of gets up like, I'm gonna go see what that was, because whatever it is, look guys, this is what I do. I fix things, so I'm gonna go see if I can fix it.
Okay, we're in the middle of nowhere. I'm coming with you. You're not going alone.
Yay, buddy system.
Buddy system,
All
that's
right. And you guys have come to a stop in kind of the edges of the ruins of this tiny small town, in what would be now called Yucca Valley. And you can see these ruined buildings. Delores. You hear this screeching halt of this bus and the hiss of a back tire. Maybe you don't know it's a back tire. Maybe you think it's just the hiss of something else. But you see this giant lumbering bus, a vehicle that you haven't maybe seen ever on these roads, come to a winding halt, and two figures jump out. What ruins do you come out of this little small town in the middle of nowhere?
So I feel like I've been staking out this area for any sort of event. And the moment that this lumbering structure of metal comes to a halt, I scuttle out of hiding, put myself in a very visible location, and plop down on the ground and start crying, "Help! Help! I've fallen and I can't get up! Help!"
Alecto pulls on Pele's arm like, someone needs help.
Yeah, I don't trust it, so you're gonna be behind me, and then I brandish my knife, and I'm like, tell me where you are, I can't see you, where are you?
I'm on the ground!
I'm like, okay, and I walk directly to Delores, I'm like, okay, will this knife help you?
Hands would be more helpful. Please don't stab me. And
Okay.
You see a very old-looking lady, just like wrinkles upon wrinkles. Her gray hair has not been washed in at least a month. Her clothing, just like, it's patches on top of patches. And she just looks up at you with just like the most pitiful look on her face.
Okay, do I know you?
That depends. Were you there
For
when
what?
I saw the light?
Okay, Alecto, do you want to help this person up? I'm just...
I got it. Okay. don't stab me because then I can't help you. I'm just letting you know right now. If you stab me, then Pele might stab you. So,
Like a little old lady.
I don't believe that for a second, but it's fine.
Alecto does try to help her up though. To get her on her feet.
You'll feel that it's fairly bony. It's like papery skin and bone.
It's like I don't know, Pele. This does seem like a woman in her golden years. I don't know how to say this politely.
You're saying she's old. That's just it.
You can
just
say
that.
I'm old. It's not
It's
wrong.
okay. The world ended. Who cares if you're old? Honestly, if you're older, like, good for you for surviving this long. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's like better. I mean, it's probably not better for you. Sorry, you seem very fragile and frail, and I could probably just push you over.
My
But I
bones
won't.
hurt.
I won't do that unless you make me do it. Okay, great.
You're coming on very strong.
That's what I do.
Oh, that's just Pele.
That's just me. Got a
Pele.
problem? Yes, Pele. What's your name?
I'm Delores.
I feel like I know you from somewhere, but I can't figure out why. Weird.
I wouldn't know. Honestly, I don't see many people these days.
Do you like where are you headed? Because
Why are you
Not
here?
that. yeah, it's just that we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to visit my grandkids.
Oh, you have grandkids. Okay. Where?
Oh, they're just up that a ways, and I point with a shaking finger in the same direction that you guys were just traveling. I believe they call it the skeleton underpass. It's in that direction. And they're such good boys and girls. They really are.
So there's more than one. That's a lot.
I mean, I said
Anyways,
grandkids.
okay. Yeah, I just, it just doesn't register in my brain. Yeah, sure. Well, let's just bring you back to the group, see if you mold well, if you can just stay in your seat. If you know how to change a tire, that'd be great.
I'm gonna figure it
I'm
out.
feeling pretty tired.
It's okay to get help, Alecto. You can ask for help. That's okay. Do give me that face. I will smack it off of you.
Ah,
Thank you.
it's hard to get rid of a face. Like it's hard. Like it gets stuck once you like make it, and then you gotta move your muscles around.
I understand. That's why my face looks like this all the time, because I just fucking scream the whole time.
I've noticed. It does make it easier to hear you, though, so I do appreciate it.
Okay, so you also have bad hearing? Okay, so... Just making some mental notes, Delores. You're great, though. Let me bring you back to the bus.
I'm not great yet. Listen, I've got grandkids. I'm not that old.
I'm not saying you're that... Anyways, would you like to grab my arm, the arm without a knife in it?
Yes, please. Thank you. And, very firm grip on that arm. Both hands.
You're stronger than you look.
So you guys, in the bus, you can see out into the small, like, shopping mall, the ruins of a market past, where you can see Delores, Pele, and Alecto having this wonderfully animated conversation. What are you guys doing?
As soon as they take too long, I think Evie's like, I'm assuming from where we're sitting is Marnie is next to the window and Evie's right next to her. So she like does like that half crawl over someone to like crack open the window and stick her head out and be like, "Is everything okay? What's taking so long?"
We found an old lady.
Did Alecto blow something up again?
Oh my goodness, that giant metal beast ate someone.
Hello. Hello.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Blink twice if you need help.
Delores, it's okay. That's where we're gonna go. There's seats inside. You can sit down.
Delores says blink twice, and Evie like starts blinking really rapidly because she had no idea what's going on.
They're still too far away. She cannot see blinks.
Did y'all make a new friend out there?
I'm
Yeah.
still deciding if she's a friend. I don't like. I feel weird.
Well, she's
It's
just
probably
an
just
old
me. Again, listen to Alecto and more. I just don't like new people. So, but she has a very strong grip on my arm. But I also have a knife, so fine. I'm safe.
If you are there,
There's
you
a
seem to be
lot.
a very big group.
Usually 6, but there's 5 of us today.
Who's the sixth?
What do you want to know?
A lady can't have hobbies.
So gossiping is your hobby?
Ooh.
I'm old, dear. What other hobbies do you think I have?
I don't know. Walking in the middle of a desert by yourself like you are right now, and then you were on the ground when we found you?
She's trying to get to her grandkids.
That seems like a pretty good hobby to me. Walking to your grandkids.
Well, how else am I supposed to get there? I don't have
I
a
don't know. Get a
giant
bus.
metal beast like you do.
Well, okay.
Procure one.
How about you guys get on the metal beast and I fix the tire? Wait, help if anyone can offer it. Is that better?
Yes, much better. You ask for help.
Okay.
It's okay. Still okay.
Okay.
Thank you, dear. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Alecto.
Alecto, I'm Delores. It's very nice to meet you. Would you like to be my grandchild?
Oh wait, like that's a thing? I can just be someone's grandchild?
That's how you have so many grandkids. I understand now. All right. Cool.
No, okay, like is that
Well,
thing I
don't
can
keep me
opt
waiting. I
into?
might die in the meantime if you don't answer me quickly.
Well, I have to say yes. I've never had. Well, I mean, I did, but I've never really had parental figures. So I'll take a grandma.
Delightful. All right. I now dub you ectoplasm. Speak up, dear. I can't quite hear you.
I don't know what that is, but it actually sounds really cool. Ectoplasm. It's fun to say. Ectoplasm.
And Delores, in that way that old people do, just kind of gets really in your personal space to like tap you lightly on the cheek and just goes, "Now let's get inside, ectoplasm."
Electra tries to help her into the bus, but she's still like, I need to fix the tire.
Oh, yes.
So you are going to start fixing the tire. Delores, you get into this giant metal bus. And you see inside of there, you see Rosalind, you see Marnie John, and you see Evie. The three other people described.
This metal beast has eaten so many people.
Evie, when she sees like exactly how old Delores is like, oh my gosh, and she gets up from her seat and goes over to like help because she's like, oh, I've seen old people in like magazines and like old media before, and like they're so fragile. I need to go over and help her sit down before she breaks something.
Incredible. Oh,
beautiful.
You dear. Well, what's your name? I'm Delores.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you, Delores. My name's Yvonne, but you can call me Evie. Oh, please sit down. You look exhausted. Why are you out here on your own?
Oh, well, I was going to visit my grandkids.
Oh, and you live around here?
A little ways back.
Okay. Well, please take a seat. We have, I think we packed the coffee and some meat. If you're hungry or thirsty, or if you'd like to nap.
Water?
We have a liquid.
That sounds suspicious.
Rosalind is very tired of this. She goes, yes, we have water because I packed it while all of you were climbing all over this bus and ripping holes into it so it would look cool. I reach over and I take out a canteen. Like, would you like me to give it to you in this canteen, or do you need me to pour it into a cup for you?
I feel like the moment the canteen comes out, Delores takes a swipe at it.
That's fine. I also have provisions if you need some protein.
Just immediately drains the canteen. If the rations come out, she's gonna grab at those too.
All right, so I just take out one bar, and it gently hit. Oh, there it goes. There you go. So, are you a human being, Miss Delores, or did we pick up something interesting from the?
You can roll investigation on that, I guess, or a wits. I keep forgetting this isn't like normal stats or skills. You can roll a wits roll.
Can I give her a help dice? Because Evie wasn't thinking it until Rosalind said it.
Okay.
I get an extra 2 for wait, no. No, that's not clues. Okay, never mind. Not an extra 2. Just an extra 1, and then roll. You're gonna have to tell me what it is because I can't see it.
I can't see it either because I'm so.
You got a 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said 6.
So
I see nothing.
as you
One
as you
success.
inspect Delores, you get 1 success. Delores, are you in fact human?
I think I am. Last I checked.
So
When did you check last? I see.
Well, I don't know.
So, and in fact, because I'm curious, Rosalind, what are the signs of someone not being human to you? Like, what kind of monstrous features are you looking for?
Well, in the last game, we did establish that she is a fan of the X-Files. So there is that gnawing, like, suspicion in the back of her mind that this might be some sort of bee clone or shape-shifting desert creature. You know, just to be safe, just in case, you know, you can never be too careful. Well, what if she eats our faces off? That might be bad.
You get the feeling as you look for the signs and symptoms from the ancient VHS tapes of long ago that you guys watch on the ancient VHS player, which sometimes gets filled with sand on a blustery day, and you have to blow out. Make sure it's very clean for the little VHS tapes. But according to the ancient scriptures of Skulder and Mully, or Mulder and Scully, whatever their names happen to be, you feel like this is just an old human, a mythic creature in its own right. Most people don't grow to this age in such hard times. You have heard that people can reach ages as long as 100 if they are well preserved and, you know, don't die of cholera or childbirth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does she know anything about the aliens in the ocean?
What's that, dear?
The aliens.
The aliens in the ocean?
Never mind, I'm gonna stop messing with her.
Outside of the bone bus, Alecto, you're gonna start trying to change a tire. An activity that you've seen them kind of do in auto camp. Have you helped with that before?
I would think she's helped. Done by herself, no.
All right. You have heard that you and seen them use giant hoists to lift vehicles up from the scrap and bits and parts from things like that was once known as a gas station, like a repair shop for these big heavy metal contraptions. You don't have one of those power lifts, at least not anywhere nearby, so you're gonna need to find the fabled Jack.
Are there other cars aside from ours in this area, by the way?
Yes, there are, but they're about 200 years old.
True.
But they might have a Jack.
All right. What? She would probably go looking for one. If the bus doesn't have one, then she started to go like, okay, I need the thing that like you crank it and then pushes it up. Okay, where am I gonna find that?
As you start rifling through a vehicle looking for a Jack large enough to lift a bus, which is probably going to not be your standard Jack, but as you start rifling through vehicles, what's an item that you find in somebody's trunk that makes you pause for just a second?
A planner.
You find a planner. And what do you find inside of that planner as you flip through it?
Find this little like kind of really old worn notebook. Those pages are kind of stiff. And as I'm going through it, I see a calendar with different dates and different events. And Alecto's looking at it. It's like, what the fuck is yoga? And why are we doing it at 6 a.m? Is it to make breakfast? The heck? She flicks through and she finds what date night. What? But she sees that it's like marked all ugly. It's like, did something bad happen on that day? What's a date night? She takes the notebook. This is interesting.
You take this relic of the past. Something interesting about the high desert is where a lot of things degrade and erode from the sand and the wind. Paper sealed away from the other elements because of the dry nature of the air can be preserved forever. You have like this little time capsule in your hand of the comings and goings of somebody's life from 200 years ago in your hands as you find an interesting giant Jack in one of the larger semi-trucks, kind of hairpinned and seeming to have been in some sort of rush. The cargo still in the back. But you're able to find his gigantic, 16-wheeler Jack.
I feel like I know how big those things are, but I haven't seen one in a minute. But she would try to like drag it over to the bus before.
Pele, you see this happening.
Yeah, I was like, Alecto, this is the time that you ask for help. Do you need help?
Yeah, because this thing is heavy, and someone helping me would make it get to the bus faster.
Yes, it would make it so much faster.
Yes, so I need help. Thank you.
Okay. And then I'd like to see if I can just pick it up and move it myself.
Yeah. Roll for me your physical strength stat.
Okay. I believe that's a 5. Yeah. That's a success.
Yeah, so you're able to drag over this Jack that's meant for, big trucks. But Pele, you're able to use both your brawn and the wheels of that machine just keep turning as you're able to scooch it over. It is old, so there's like this loud ringing shriek of metal on metal as they have not been oiled in a while.
Alecto, can you make sure there's nothing around here while I move this? Because I refuse to pick it up. I'm not that strong. And this is going to draw a lot of attention to us.
Okay. Do we have something like a perception check that I can do?
I think it's a wits.
Okay. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. If I remember how this works. No 6s, but like 3 3s.
Oh no! You don't notice anything as the Jack is being wheeled over towards the bus. Is anyone else playing lookout at this time?
So, oh,
Oh no.
Okay.
Why don't you go, Marnie?
We
John?
can- we
It's
can
been a
both
while
do
since
it.
you spoke. Yeah,
Totally.
you, both
Yeah,
can,
you
you
got it.
both can roll.
here's the thing about Marnie, though. Marnie's not playing lookout. While all of this is going on, Marnie feels like she needs to get some air. So Marnie, as pale as anyone has ever seen her, sitting there, just like literally, she's been sweating this entire time. So like she's got hair stuck to the side of her face, and she's got a nice sweat stain right in the front of her shirt and under both armpits. And she just goes and she like slowly on wiggly baby doe legs stands up out of her seat on the bus, and she grabs a couple of like sample containers and sticks it onto her belt so she can go outside because she's still a scientist, even though she thinks she might pass at any moment. And she slowly walks by and she looks at Delores. She says, nice to meet you. And she burps a little bit, tries to hold back like a small vomit, throws up a little bit in her mouth.
Are you feeling quite well, dear? Was it the food?
I'm great. And she just keeps like baby deer walking out. This whole time you're dragging and struggling to drag this entire very heavy, loud jack across while I'm slowly making it out. And I Marnie walks down the steps and she's sweating and she's dripping and there's flesh. She looks crazy as you struggle to drag this, even though you're doing it and it's just loud and obnoxious, and she's watching you do this the whole time. And when you finally get into the bus, she just looks at you, she goes, you should lift with your knees.
Marnie, I'm going to come over there and kick your ass.
I'm sorry!
Honey, we've already got it to the bus. Why would you tell us now?
What the fuck up?
Trying to help. She like holds on to the bus and she just leans over. She's like, no. And she can't talk anymore. She just stands there and
Yeah,
tries to survive.
Next time we are moving in that bus, I'm pushing you while we're moving. That's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to fucking get you.
No, I legitimately
Your
thought she
knees.
was gonna throw up on the lift. Like,
no.
that was a much better. That was much better than what.
I made it.
Evie.
I made it. We made it.
What are you keeping an eye out for?
I think she moves to like she's looking out only because when Marnie was moving to wobble past, Evie was like, oh my, she sees Rosalind is engaging with Delores. This part's fine. This is a new person. They've got food and water. She sees Marnie goes to him and she immediately stands up and is like, okay, you're not feeling well. I'm gonna help you out to the door and stand by you while you are catching your breath. And hopefully maybe direct your vomit away from the bus when it happens. I've seen people have hangovers before.
Do you want to be keeping an eye out for things, or do you want to use empathy to help maybe get Marnie John's nerves under control, maybe just a little bit?
Yes, I think I will do an empathy roll.
Okay.
Oh, man, I can't see my dice.
Marnie John, you're going to have to set the difficulty for this because I don't know your emotional state.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, 1. What is the yes? I don't think it will be difficult to help me out of this. I just need somebody to ground me because that's all.
Okay. And,
I'm too pissed off at you, otherwise I would.
What did you get any successes?
Oh, I didn't roll yet. 1 second. I forgot how this works.
It's okay.
I got a 5. Highest is a 5.
All right. What does Evie do that doesn't quite calm Marnie down? Almost, but not quite.
Almost.
How does this play out?
She goes to do the whole like back rubbing thing. It's like, it's okay, just take deep breaths. Here, have something to drink, and it is the coffee.
Marnie doesn't see what it is at first, and she grabs it and she, thank you, and she just grabs it and she like yeets it across the desert for whatever reason. She can't.
Oh, that might have been the one Pele put whiskey into. It looks the same. I should have marked it.
I should have marked it. Oh wait, it's right here. Never mind, I have mine. It's okay. It's not mine.
It's okay. It can't do the coffee right now.
And as that jar is sent towards another vehicle, there's like a hissing sound as what looks like downed wires tangled from one of the old poles that used to run power through this desert town. Down at the bottom, the cables seem to move. You guys have disturbed wire snakes.
Oh no.
Yeah. These snakes are pretty common in this area. They like to follow where the power lines are. And they do look like they have evolved almost rapidly in these 200 years from rattlesnakes, banded and blended in with sand and dirt, to be blended in with the power lines. And they slither forward, and you can see like a little zap of electricity as their tails start to vibrate. What do you guys do as about 5 wire snakes start to surround the bus?
I think I've lived out here, so I think I would react first. I just pull out my gun and I shoot from inside the bus.
Amazing! From the window that Marnie John has left open, you take the first shot of the game.
Yeah.
Roll me your firearms.
Okay, I totally know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. Please help.
Okay, one moment. Let me pull up one of the character sheets, because it's hard to do with how many windows that I have open.
Yes. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I just have to be able to look at what you guys need to be rolling. Firearms is probably a combination. Let's see. It's been a hard... So, the Watchers! By the way, we're playing the Electric State, which nobody has ever played in the entire history of Forever. So we're learning the rules because nobody has really played this actual play before in the system for me to watch and figure out. So we're doing it live. So just bear with us as we learn a new system.
Got this. We got this.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, when I put down my character, I put handgun +2/2 damage, and I don't know
Yeah.
what that means.
We're gonna figure out, and if we can't figure out the rules, we're gonna make up our own. Because you know what?
Yeah.
That's what we do when push comes to absolute shove.
I made sure to put a
casting
crowbar.
characters. Let's see if I can figure this out as I look at a character sheet. Hey, Delores, perfect. There you are. And there you are.
If we need to make up rules, I would say agility plus. If you have the gear, you
I think
probably
it is
have a +2.
Yeah. Agility plus your gear, and the gear probably has the bonuses.
Mhm.
I'm glad that you can read because it opened the sheet so tiny. Your sheet was so tiny.
It's so tiny. Also, that is just my best guess.
Yeah, you know what? It makes sense, especially as I am currently struggling. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's an agility, and for firearms, that makes sense. If you use melee, we'll use physique.
Okay.
Actually
I
have the
totally
weapons
remember
table.
where to find this.
Yeah, agility
Shall we
makes
just
sense.
say, because I have 3 agility and I have a gun, let's say 5d6?
That works for me. I'm pretty sure those
Alright,
are
let's
actually
do
the
it.
rules, and I just could not remember what the skills were called. I could
Yeah,
remember
same.
3 out of the 4.
Alright, let's do it. I got 1 success.
Huzzah! You shoot one of the snakes right in the snoot. Just prepared and ready for wire snakes at any moment. Stay strapped. You want to keep these snakes off a bus. Who goes next? Delores, you get to decide because there is no initiative in the system. I do remember that.
I would say let's throw it to someone who's outside of the bus right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. How about Pele? As you're kind of the furthest out from the bus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A shot has been fired. Wire
Yeah.
snakes are slithering forward. Have you ever seen a wire snake before in all of your misadventures?
Yeah, I would say yes. I've never like had to like have a physical encounter with them. I usually make other people do that. Or they're just too far away and I'm like, ah, they're over there. I'm over here. I'll just stay the fuck away from them. Woo. But kind of seeing this, I turn to Alecto and I'm like, okay, get the rest of this jack up there to the bus. I'm gonna take care of whatever's over there. Whoever just shot from the bus, stop it! And then I run to the wire snakes, brandishing my weapon. I'm trying to remember what it is. I have an axe. I have a
awesome.
cute little makeshift axe that I have that's made of just like sheet metal that's kind of like welded together, and I've sharpened it.
All right. So you're going to roll your strength plus your bonus from your axe, which is a +2. If I just move my DM screen, life is a lot easier.
And then also I have a talent called Knifeman, and I add +2 to close combat with sharp objects. So
perfect.
And you said physical or like strength? Sorry,
strength. Yeah.
So then I'm rolling 9 dice for this. 9. Please, can I just need a success. There's no successes on this board.
So this is a mechanic that is in other Year Zero games. Do you push?
Can I push?
Yeah, you can push and re-roll.
You'll
have to
love
take a
to
condition.
push. I'm happy to take a condition.
Okay.
I'm putting my life on the line for these folks.
Okay.
Happy to.
What condition are you gonna take?
What are my options?
Let's look at your conditions. Was I on your character? Oh, here we go. Oh, it says injuries or trauma. What we can do is I will allow you to re-roll if you lose a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hella down.
For 1 hope, you can re-roll 3 dice.
Okay. Dang. Alright, I just need 1 6. I just need 1 6. Please? I'm gonna be so nice. Fuck! It's a 5-3-3.
Yeah. Oh no. Paint this moment for us as
I think I want to go like full like I'm like trying my best. I am truly just like putting everything out there. I'm like trying to yell at Alecto to make sure that like everybody else is safe. And then at the same time, while I'm running toward these wire snakes, there's just like this, not like, there's like a pitfall of sorts, and my foot gets stuck, and I absolutely biff it, like face first into the ground. As I don't even make it to the wire snakes at all. So.
And then, so where does the camera cut to? Who does the camera cut to next after Pele has her stumble?
I think it's immediately cuts to Marnie John in her state.
Okay, so because Marnie John is a scientist and she's obsessed with everything, I feel like Marnie is very familiar with the Virius serpentinus, which is its Latin name. But she's never seen one in real life, so she's both familiar with how dangerous it is, and what kind of danger we're all in currently. But also, she's extremely intrigued because, like, all the parts of the Virius serpentinus, are like useful in some way. So, but also on top of all of this, while Marnie does not, this is like her secret. She's a little secret. She's like secretly aggressively violent with her bare hands, and nobody knows this. So when she sees, like, it's just like it's like a thing in her back pocket. So when she sees Pele go down, despite the fact that she has been not okay up until this point, she like something switches in her and she becomes this like feral like creature and she runs full speed after leaps over Pele onto one of these wire snakes and like starts to try and like strangle it, and it's only one of them. She only gets one of them, and she like, how big is the snake, by the way? Is this or is this? Because whichever one it is, she manages to one of these snakes.
All right. I'm trying to think of like what skill this is. So you're gonna definitely roll unarmed. And are you going for like cute aggression, or are you going like Steve Irwin wrestles an alligator?
Like violent, surprising Steve Irwin wrestles an alligator plus the Tiger King plus like add in whatever you would not expect to see from cute little, I'm Marnie John, I'm just gonna study some plants, and then violently destroy this wire snake out of nowhere.
Okay.
That's
roll
what
your
happened.
strength plus your unarmed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
give you an extra dice because this is great. You get an extra DM dice just for craziness.
Okay, so I gotta roll my strength. Okay. And then I get an extra dice. And I don't have a weapon.
Yeah.
So it's just
So
the
you
strength
know
and then the one extra dice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, 6. You're a butt. You're a whole butthead. That was gonna be so funny. I ain't got no 6s. I got a 5, but I ain't got no 6.
You go to scoop. Go scoop. And it kind of just starts writhing back, and it gets like in your face, and you can see like the electric fangs of the wire snake as like it arcs, like a little bit of electricity arcs between the two. And you've seen these before in, you know, what passes for Natural Geographic post-apocalypse guides. It's, you know, mostly hand-drawn things that Nat Geo has been like scribbled upon. But this is like your first like close encounter, and you both are not cute aggression. You're both ferally attacking it, but also like narrating in your own head your own Steve Irwin, like, crikey, this is the virus serpentinus. Look at it, this beaut, and you're just like stuck in between the two modes, so it doesn't quite engage fully, but you're in it.
I love it. I'm in it. I'm enjoying this moment. I see the spark, and that spark makes me realize that maybe, you know, while I feel I have the power in my soul area, I may not be winning this fight in this moment right now. So in that moment, I decide to turn and like get away, but like my pant leg gets caught on one of these, on something, and now it's just like, like frantic, grabbing at the floor to try and get away from this thing, and I finally do get away from the thing, and now I'm sitting over there and I'm just panting on the floor, staring, not knowing what to do next, and that's where I'm at.
Marnie John, we have to talk later.
What?
Who does the camera cut to next?
B or Evie. What is Evie doing?
Sorry, give me a sec. As soon as she sees Pele go flop, and then she sees Marnie John run over, and she's like, "This is not gonna end well." Evie she has a weapon. She goes to grab her baseball bat, which is she keeps near under the first seat on the bus. She pulls it out, and it is like a standard baseball bat, but like the head is wrapped in barbed wire and broken Christmas lights. She calls it LSD. For Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Of course.
And she is like, okay, something switches in her brain, and she like full Terminator runs to go help and make sure that her friends are not going to die.
Okay. Roll it.
I don't have anything for pluses with this baseball bat. I'm not sure. Is it?
It's a plus.
Is it
It's a
still
plus 2. Yeah, it's a
a
plus
plus
2.
2, and my strength. So
Yeah.
that is math 8.
Yeah.
D6.
Yes.
Please, God. Okay, there's 1 6.
Marnie John, you are surrounded by snakes that you are both enamored and ready to throw hands with. And out of as one rears up with that little arc of electricity between the fangs, its head just gets thumped to the side as the LSD bat. And from your perspective, this is just a bunch of it's not so much that the Christmas lights are on. It's the sunlight of the desert, strong and steady even in springtime, illuminates and refracts in the Christmas lights, and it's just this whirling stick of colors comes in like a golf club and just swats its head away, and you can see there's a moment of slow-mo as one of the fangs flies out of the wire snake's mouth.
I'm very excited about that. I immediately grab the fang and put it in a sample bag container thing because duh. Okay.
Evie, who does the camera cut to next?
It cuts to Alecto because I think she is also one of the other people outside of the bus. Right now.
Yeah, after Pele gave Alecto the drag, she would have been kept dragging it as close as she could, but once the swarm started happening, she'd be just like, what she carries is a crowbar. So she just kind of pulls that out with a very swing motion. She's like, all right, I guess we're scrapping.
Yeah.
And she just kind of rushes over to hit the closest one that's near her friends.
Okay.
And I think I'm at, okay, I think it's just a +2 for the crowbar, and then my strength so far, so 6. Okay. 5, 6. I got a 6! I got 2 6s!
Yeah! You got 2 6s?
2 6s, yes.
Let's see. So, you kind of take the crowbar, and there's one of the 5 wire snakes. We're down to there's 3 at the moment because one was horrifically shot, one was battered in with a baseball bat. Yours is slithering, and you just kind of expertly spin it in your hand, almost like a baton of violence and chaos, and you just spin it in your fingers and you thwack down on it, crushing its skull into the sands that have covered the asphalt. And it's not only the impact of the crowbar, it is the impaction into asphalt that splatters its little head on the ground. Yeah. And now you have snake goo on your boots.
Aw. Man, they got my boots dirty. She's showing no empathy towards the thing. She's just like, ew.
Wash it out!
I'd like to just get that jack to that bus. Oh my gosh.
Right. I go back for the jack.
So, finally, Rosalind, the camera cuts to you. What do you do?
So I'm kind of watching this happen, and I look over to our new companion, Delores, and I say, I don't suppose those are your grandkids coming to meet you, right?
What are you, crazy?
I don't know, am I?
Why
I get
would I
up.
pull out a gun to shoot my grandkids?
Well, they're gonna get shot whether you do it or not, and I take out my gun, and I'm like, I'm coming. Pop out of the bus, and I just kind of look around. I'm like, why is everyone on the floor? It's weird. So I'm gonna take. I have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
I have a handgun.
Yeah, and you're gonna use agility.
Yeah, agility. So wait, where's my agility?
+2 from the handgun.
+2. And then I'm going to There's 2 snakes left?
Yeah, there's 2 snakes left.
Okay.
You can only make one shot at this moment.
Yeah, no, I understand. Whichever one is closest to any of the people around me, that is the one I'm going to focus on first.
Okay.
So this is my roll. Let me know what it is, because I can't see it.
No sixes. That's a no six.
No sixes.
The 2 5s. The 2 5s.
Listen, if you added some of them up.
Like, Delores, your grandchildren are very temperamental. You should come
Those
out
are
here.
not my
Do
grandkids.
something about it.
I will.
Good.
Good.
All right. So, how did Rosalind miss? Like, what's going on in that moment? Paint me the picture.
So obviously we're in the desert. It's very sandy. There's a little bit of wind. Some sand just like gets into her face as she's aiming, and there's this sneeze, choke, kind of eye blinding, and she just goes and it just goes wide.
Okay. Sounds great. As that happens, 2 of the wire snakes that are left kind of slither. One goes to slither towards Pele, and one slithers towards B and Marnie John. The one over there will actually attack B because, not Yvonne. B's not actually there. Evie is.
You don't know that.
It doesn't slither through reality to attack midstream. That'd be rude of me. I don't know how I have that power. But that'd be very, very rude of me. So I will roll their stats, which will be strength based, to try and constrict. They'll be going for a constriction. Let's see. They had. Why are you trying to add dice that don't exist? They have 4 for their strength. Because they're snakes. Snakes are very strong. They're all muscle, really. So the one attacking Pele does get wrapped around one of your limbs, and a small charge of electricity goes through it. You take effectively 1 damage from like the jolt of electricity hitting, and then Evie. Tell me how it misses you.
I think you see it goes to get her, but she's on such a heightened level of awareness from like trying to keep Marnie John safe, because she knows like Marnie's going for the science stuff. She's not focused on the danger. So Evie has to like balance that out with her own awareness. So she sees it coming and grabs it by like the neck in midair as it goes to strike her.
You are able to swat it out of the air, getting a small grab on it, but letting go before it can let go of its electrical discharge, basically. At the top, Delores.
I don't need to reload my gun. I do it anyway. I move a little bit,
Tap and rack.
aim through a window that is not open, and I shoot it again at another snake.
All right, roll it.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1 success.
Yes, you strike.
Very good at
Which one?
shooting snakes.
Which one are you shooting? The one on Pele or the one over with Evie and Marnie John?
I think the one near Pele is farther away from Pele. Then the other one is from like Marnie John and Evie, yeah?
No, the one on Pele is constricting. Like has like a coil and is starting to like squeeze on that arm. They're not huge. They're about They're larger than an average rattlesnake, which is about 3 feet long. These are closer to gopher snakes, which are about 4 to 5 feet long.
Got it. You know what? I'm here for the drama. I aim at the one that's constricting Pele.
Oh, awesome. Good thing. I should have asked first. Good thing you got a success, because you are able, like, it rears its head up to do a bite. Like, that was its next move was to start constricting and biting the way rattlesnakes will do ground squirrels. Pele is a very big ground squirrel to it, I guess. Its like head rears up, and you're able to get a clear shot through a closed window, which crashes with the clink of glass as you shoot through it. A small hole in that like safety glass now stands, and hit it like right between the eyes as it's going to bite Pele.
Yep. You can follow with the camera as the bullet comes out through the glass.
Yeah, full bullet time moment.
Right past Pele's face. What do we see on Pele's face expression wise as this happens?
This is the face. You fucking, oh my gosh.
Beautiful. Where does the camera cut to next for the bit of action?
I mean, I feel like it's gotta go to Pele.
Yeah. There's only one wire snake left. The one on your arm falls like limp and goop everywhere.
Delores, you have to clean my clothes. I know that was you. Rosalind, sorry you don't have that good of aim. Oh my gosh. And then I like brush off my legs and go after the one next to Marnie John and Evie.
Okay. Roll.
And I'm gonna be rolling 9 again. So here's to hoping I can get a success. Out of 9. Okay, that's 3 successes.
Yeah! Tell me how you like smash this snake to smithereens.
While I'm running up, I make eye contact with both Marnie John and Evie at some point. I wink at both of them. I fully come back. I like come up and under it, fully like wanting to slice it in half, while also like having the enough force behind it that it goes flying. And then like I am covered now again in more goo, but this time it's like on my face and on my upper body instead of on my arm only. And like I'm just kind of like standing, I like turn around and like I think I just make direct eye contact with Marnie John and I wink again and I'm like, all right, we have to get back to the bus now.
With all of the wire snakes now defeated, Alecto, do you want to roll a repair check on your busted ass tire?
Yes, please.
I forgot that's why they were out there.
Okay, so that's my wits, correct?
Yes.
My wits, and as a mechanic, I think that gives me a +2. Sorry.
And if you have any tools or anyone helping you, you can add bonuses to it. You have the jack, so we'll add an extra dice for that.
Right. Find this. Yes, I get a +2. All right.
Okay.
So that's going to be. So that will be 9 dice. Please, come on. Come on, just. The one that's cocked is almost like at the 6. That's so unfair.
You can roll again. If it's cocked, roll again. I do like that this dice roller, which is not displaying the dice rolling on the screen.
It's 6.
Yeah. So you get a 6. You're able to like work the jack. You're able to these wheels on the bone bus, which was not. This was like the get out of Dodge emergency bus, basically for evacuation purposes at Auto Camp. They had worked it, worked with it to keep it like up and running, but like you could definitely tell that wasn't the best maintained vehicle in their fleet. So you first kind of like take the big spanning wrench to take the little screws off. Can you tell that I am not mechanically inclined? And you start spinning it. Having watched people change wheels on smaller vehicles before, this is a bus though. These wheels are not tiny. And you turn and crank, and there's almost that moment where you feel like you might not be able to get that one cap off, that final last one, and it finally gives way under the forces of torque. And it just, you almost launch yourself as it finally gives way. And you're able to get the wheel off, you're able to find the spare, get that sorted, and you guys can hit the road after this break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, everybody. I gotta give my players some time, as well as me, to get ready for the next little encounter upon our lonesome roads of which we drive. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
no.
Hello, everybody. We almost had an accidental body swap episode occur because everybody ended up in a different trap circle. But stay tuned. Maybe that will happen too. The wasteland is weird. So you guys are rumbling down the road in the bone bus. Alecto, are you still flooring it after your last mishap?
Oh yeah, no lesson has been learned.
Beautiful. You're making great time down these ancient roads. The asphalt starting to crumble as the infrastructure of California, which if you've ever driven on a California road, it is already an adventure. You already have potholes where there should be no potholes because of how much taxes we pay. But this road has fallen even further into decay as Caltrans hasn't been here in what feels like 600 years. It's only been 200 years in the future and they haven't been here for 600 somehow. And so you guys are driving down, picking up the pace again. As you guys head towards the skeletal overpass, you can see this giant hulking bridge of iron and concrete kind of arced across the road further ahead, almost as if a giant has decided that it needed to rest upon the roads ahead. You get kind of the feeling of, that was weird. And Evie, you've heard a rumor of other monsters, and that kind of sparks a conversation as you share what is a face-eating cheetah and how did it get to the wasteland of Joshua Tree?
I'm gonna be real. I didn't think that far ahead.
That's okay.
I was just memeing, guys.
We take the memes very seriously in this house.
I think for Evie, she heard hearsay about there was this zoo and there was a creature living underneath the zoo that broke containment and it had spots on it and they call it a face-eating cheetah, but they're not exactly sure what the creature was, just that it ate faces and left behind a trail of bodies.
Does anybody want to roll a wits history-ish roll? Yeah.
I want to try to...
Yeah. As many people as want to roll, they can.
Yeah, can I help with that?
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
I'm also going to roll.
Okay.
We all
I got 2 6s.
Oh,
Yeah,
amazing.
I have no idea what I rolled.
You got a 6.
I ain't get no 6.
So many dice.
I didn't get any 6s.
So, Marnie John, you have seen cheetahs in your post-apocalyptic National Geographics. The ancient pages of spotted creatures running around. Alecto and Rosalind, you both know that cheetahs are not native to this area. The likelihood of a cheetah running around being a scary post-apocalyptic monster, very rare. Delores, though, you are familiar with what's weird and wild out here.
Yes,
you
I am.
have heard of a location called the Palm Springs Zoo, of which there were, at one point, large cats that roamed. You've heard rumors of it. And perhaps they did bust out of the animal prison, as you kind of understand what a zoo is, but not fully. Why would people
I went
want to
there
keep
once.
animals? Yeah, you've seen the ruins, and you've heard of an even bigger one further out in the fabled lost lands of San Diego, where there were other creatures like pandas from even further. But even in all your years, you've not made it to San Diego.
I will make it there one day, and perhaps there I shall find what I seek. the most fabled of animals, the okapi. The okapi. I just start rambling in the middle
Is
of
that
this.
another one of your grandchildren? What?
No. You must have seen one before. I saw one when I was a little girl. Their brow, but their tongues are blue. But their hind legs are white and black in stripes. I swear they're real.
Sounds like a chow.
I saw it.
Okay.
I will prove it.
But can you eat it? Like, is it something you can like hunt and kill and eat, or is it just like something?
I mean, you can hunt and kill and eat most anything.
I thought there was like certain things you weren't supposed to hunt, kill, and eat.
Well, yes, there's usually, an agreement that you don't eat other people because that's just kind of considered rude. But, most stuff, as long as it's not poison, pretty fair game.
Alecto, who's never considered cannibalism, is staring like, oh my god,
Alecto, can you keep your eyes on the road?
this is insane.
Evie's thinking about the most recent delivery of meat by Spike, and she's pretty sure she saw like a couple of fingers or like a leg in there, but she's not gonna say anything.
All
I
right.
don't. I don't really suggest eating humans.
Alecto, as you're driving down the road, roll me 2d6.
No, pero como. No, pero como. No, no manches.
What did you get?
I got 2 ones.
You know what, though? That's good in this system for obstacles because the road is clear.
Yay!
A single tumbleweed that looks like it's almost a mix of... tumbleweeds already are not the most cuddly of creatures in our time. What has changed about tumbleweeds, Alecto?
Do they talk now? I think they should talk now.
Okay. They talk. As it rolls next to you, this tumbleweed goes, "Hi, Alecto! Where are you going?"
It knows who she is?
Alecto, why does that tumbleweed know who you are?
No, these are telepathic tumbleweeds. You don't understand. It's only in like a certain part they travel. They roam in like weird little packs. If you see like a pack of like 1 or 2 tumbleweeds, they might be reading your mind. You must be very wary of the tumbleweeds.
Yeah.
They'll steal your
Marnie John.
secrets
We're
and carry them
going.
into the wind.
Alecto, where
Are
are
you sure
going?
you didn't clean off that snake goo enough? Like, did it permeate?
Guys, LSD is only the name of the baseball bat.
Yeah, but the snake goo, like, what does that do to you?
I'm so scared. I need to go.
She thinks the
Water.
weed is talking to her.
Well,
It's talking to me. It's reading my mind.
And she's
And
driving the
fairies.
bus. She's driving the bus and she's high.
Okay, I think we should maybe
Ectoplasm.
take turns.
Ectoplasm, this is very important. Listen to me. Just think of pink rhinoceros.
Okay.
If you think about pink rhinoceros, then they can't read your mind.
Pink rhinoceros. I mean, that's. I bet that has some like backing to it. I bet there's been testing done.
So as you start to ponder the pink rhinoceros and you like put together this image in your mind, the tumbleweed outside rolling along the bus goes, "Well, I hope you find your pink rhinoceros," and then tumbles in a different direction against the wind.
You know what? That still worked technically because that wasn't my secrets.
The overpass rises like a fallen giant ahead of you. Concrete arches curve ahead. Rebar juts out like exposed bone, and wind whistles through the gaps, carrying loose wire and plastic banners. Beneath it, the road runs. Above, the sky might be a little bit closer. And from the top of the overpass, a shot rings out. Alecto, I would like for you to make a drive check. That'll be your agility plus bus.
Okay, so the bus is how much?
It's probably not very nimble, so let's give it a 1.
Okay, so then it's gonna be 4. Oh, damn it. And roll, please. I got a 6.
Awesome. You're able to keep control over this bus as the bullet kind of like ricochets off the top. You're in it. You just talked to that tumbleweed outside. This bullet's got nothing on you. You're in a bus. And you power through, and what happens next as you guys have been shot at?
I do call out to everyone's like, whoever has a gun, could you front center? Because someone shot at us.
Like to maybe make it a little more urgent when you talk about someone shooting at us.
But then we'll all panic, and if we panic, then we'll make more mistakes.
You know, you're
very
speaking
good point,
truth. I'm gonna
dearie.
shut the fuck up.
I think, Alecto, as you say that, you suddenly feel the cold of a barrel against your side. As Delores says, that's a very good point, dearie. How about you pull over?
I fucking knew it, Delores! You fucking... Oh my god!
I have 2 of these.
Yeah, I have a fucking axe on me. And there is 5 of us and 1 of you.
Is your axe faster than a bullet?
Is your finger fucking... God damn it.
Why don't you pull over, dearie?
Okay. Electra's like, alright. No, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try a really sharp turn this bus to knock us to the ground.
Do a drive check.
Can I help by just like putting my body between Delores and Alecto?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So
I mean,
have-
I said it, the barrel was right at her side, so that's gonna be a little tricky.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try.
I'll do the 4. 1, 4. Let's see if I can.
Haley, you are muted.
No, I got 2 5s, but no 6s. Damn.
Okay.
Wait.
Roll me a d6.
That's a 3.
A 3. As you make that turn, another wheel blows out as you run over some concrete and rebar, taking that wheel out as well. Luckily, you did not roll a 6. This is one of those times where rolling low is good.
Yeah.
So you're able to come to, like, you try and flip the, take that turn enough to take everybody off their feet, and you end up blowing out another tire. These are old tires.
Yeah,
Dangerous
so
roads.
like she tried to like get a hold of it and still like kind of pull it off, and then just have to like pull the brake.
So I have +2 to threats. Can I just threaten Delores and see if I can get her to just stop doing what she's doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
How you gonna threaten me, dearie?
we'll see.
Oh, geez, that's a lot of dice.
Are any of them 6s?
No.
No. Wait. Oh no, that's a 4.
We got 5.
You stop the thing that you are doing immediately. I will tell your grandchildren.
Why don't you take a breath, dearie? Sometimes it helps in situations like this when you're nervous. Any particular
Rosalind,
reason
I'll
you're
let you
feeling
re-roll
nervous?
3 of your dice for reducing 1 hope.
Okay. Rosalind, was that supposed to help?
Of course it was. Did I
That's
get
two
any?
successes. Two successes.
Okay,
That's
so
2
how do you
successes.
recover as you dig deep and lose a little bit of hope in the world?
Well, you know what? Why don't you just shut your mouth, you old hag? Give me your gun before I kick your ass off of this bus into a pothole and just leave you there.
Oh!
Come on, hand it over. I get 2 guns now.
How does this affect me? Would you say idly?
You get guns.
You could roll, let's see, what would be a good resist roll? You can choose either wits or empathy.
Okay.
And then
I feel
you
like
have to beat
empathy
2
is-
successes.
I feel like empathy is the more likely
Mhm.
one for this, and it's also the one I have fewer dice in. So
Ooh.
let's see.
Are you kidding me? Are you
How many
kidding me?
successes
Oh
did
my
you
god.
Well, like 2
Are you-
successes.
So does it cancel it out, or?
get? Yeah, you guys
sorry.
net 0.
She got 3 6s.
Jesus.
Oh, she got 3 6s?
She got
Three
3
sixes.
6s.
Yeah. How does
Listen,
as Delores
You heard it
steals
first here,
herself?
folks. Dolores is the devil.
I will fight you, old woman. I will fight you.
How do you counter as she lays into you, Delores? Calling
Second
you
gun.
old.
Just straight. I go, oh! And then I pull a gun out and just aim it right at her.
Outside, you
I've got
guys.
one on Alecto, one on Rosalind.
Outside, for anybody trying to track where the bullets are coming from, although that might not be any of you, but the camera will zoom out just a little bit, and there are 4 figures on the overpass. One is lean and wiry with sunburned skin and sharp darting eyes. Their clothes are a patchwork of scraps and old canvas cloth, adorned with bits of wire and old radio components. They're holding the sniper rifle that they just tried to take a shot at you guys with. Good thing you guys chose the bus for the armor. Another one, broad-shouldered and scarred, is kind of like clambering down from the structure. A long chain with what looks like bear traps kind of like slung over his shoulder. He looks like he's almost been welded into the desert himself. The leather straps hold scavenged armor in place, and bits of chain and metal drag with each movement as he moves with his giant rust jaw traps. High perched on the overpass is another figure, silhouetted, slim and agile. They wear dark, sun-bleached scraps in a mix of shadows to look almost like the shadows upon the concrete. Very easy to miss. And then finally, a small, wiry, and quick. Their clothing is mismatched, patched, and covered in desert dust. Hands never still. Sometimes they look like they're almost reaching for something in their own pockets as they kind of shift and move towards you. These are the Ribcage Kids.
Good job, kids.
I think if Alecto's like still sat at the front, she would kind of look out. It's like, look forward, guys. We have company. Are these your grandkids?
Yes, they are, and they are perfect gentlemen and gentlewomen.
Why do I not believe you?
How do you guys
Ah,
proceed as you're
thanks.
held up in gunpoint
Gosh.
and more figures
Wow.
are coming towards you?
Evie is going to be like, well, listen, we didn't even get off on the wrong foot, but I feel like there should be conversation before anything happens here. I mean, you could just ask, like, what do you need that you are making us stop this bus for your lovely grandkids for?
You wouldn't just give us stuff. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Delores, when you came onto this boat, I literally asked if I could give you water and food.
I mean, she has a point. I gave you my canteen of water and some of my rations. You could have just
Evie,
asked for
why
whatever
don't
you wanted.
Why don't
I
you roll
gave
an
you a
empathy?
ride.
Roll an empathy roll with 2 extra dice as Alecto and Rosalind are helping you diffuse this situation by saying how they also offered help.
Would this be counted as a part of my talent? Because I do have speaker, which is +2 empathy to sway or convince a group of NPCs.
Yes, because there are other NPCs outside and broken windows as Coyote Blue, Rust Jaw, Latch, and Petal are waiting outside. I just love their names, so you're getting their names.
They're great names.
Here's hoping. That's 9 dice if I don't get any 6s. I got one.
Yeah, we got a 6.
1 6.
All right. Delores, do you want to counter their empathy and logic?
I think she's actually kind of befuddled in the face of the truth. Like, yeah, they did give her food. She's like, but that's not how this works. And I think she's gonna stammer until her grandkids board the bus.
Yeah. The Rust Jaw is the first one to walk in with his big old bear traps on the end of a length of chain. You're not really sure if the bear traps are for trapping or for just swinging and hitting people. He looks absolutely massive. Coyote Blue still has their sniper rifle kind of trained on you guys from the outside, not fully boarding the bus. And from the top window, it opens, or not the top window, but the little hatch on top of the bus, Latch and Petal just drop in from the ceiling, having snuck upon the bus.
Hey kids, we have a bit of an interesting situation here.
Oh, do we? Petal asks.
They said they'd just give us stuff if we asked nicely.
Huh? Grandma, you told us not to share, and that sharing was bad, and that we should never share anything.
Yeah, that's why we keep stealing our hideout back. But they said they'd just give it to us.
Like what?
Gun's still pointed, by the way.
Huh. Weird. You guys are weird.
Right?
Well, I mean,
Is it
maybe.
Is
That's
it
not
weird?
like that's not a bad thing, being weird. But also, we have no idea what you want. So there.
You have the list, right?
Rustjaw looks over. I think I have a list. And he like reaches into like his post-apocalyptic like jacket that looks like it's been like embroidered with like floss, fishing line. Doesn't look like great thread holding it together. And he opens up his jacket and there's a list that says stuff. Yeah, we want the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so like any stuff will do. Evie looks around and like she's gonna try to find like the loosest piece of fluff or debris or something on this old ass bus that she can get her hands on.
Okay.
And is like, okay.
Yeah, roll me again your sway.
Okay.
As you
Without
try to
the
convince
other, without the extra 2 this time. So it's only 7 dice.
Okay.
One of those is cocked. No successes.
No successes. Rustjaw looks confused for a moment and is like, is that just, what is that? Like, he doesn't know what it is.
I don't know. You said stuff. This is stuff.
I like stuff. Is this stuffing? Are you making a joke?
I whack him upside the head, conveniently removing the gun that is currently trained on Rosalind to do the motion. Like, don't you be stupid.
Oh, I can't help it. I am stupid.
We're working on it. We're teaching you to read. You know how to read stuff now.
I mean, if you need someone to teach him how to read, I have a book.
Books.
And then there's like a murmur through the bus of the three people on there. The books.
Evie goes to reach for her book, and it is, you see the cover first, and it is a half-naked man with long flowing hair, and the title just says pirate.
Pirate. Roll this with a +2 dice as you try and convince the group that this is a book. This is the book that you've been looking for.
2 successes. Wait.
2
Yeah,
successes.
2 successes.
Rustjaw looks at it, and then he looks at his own, like, rippling abs that are, like, oiled and from, like, hard living, and he's like, that looks like me, Grandma! Grandma, I like that book!
That does seem like a good book, but they've got to have more.
Yeah, do you got any
Books
other
are all
books?
well and good.
Asks Petal. Do you got books about fancy ladies going to parties?
Not on me right now, but I can promise to bring them to you later.
I like the ones with the fanciest of dresses.
Oh, I have a lot of books back home, but seeing as we were traveling, this was the only one I brought because, like, you know, just in case of downtime.
Books are all well and good, but what we really need, kids, is more weapons. In case that lady comes back, we need to defend.
The lady.
Well, lady.
Wait,
Roll that
lady,
back
the
a little
lady?
bit, Delores.
Yeah, like, because maybe
The lady.
The
you can help?
lady.
The Road Queen.
Oh, you've seen her.
Keeps
Yeah.
taking our stuff.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, you know her?
No, we.
No.
She
No.
she takes our stuff too. It's very upsetting.
Oh, so you're allies.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely, we are.
Rosalind, roll a empathy roll to lie.
Did I try to give her help?
Empathy roll. Yeah, you can
Wait.
give her help.
Same. Is anyone
Okay,
else
you get
catching
yours
it?
too.
Can I threateningly lie?
I don't think that's how lying generally works, but you know, I'm open to giving you at least the bonuses, if you can tell me how you're threateningly lying.
Are you stupid? Of course we aren't friends with the Road Queen. She's like the worst. I'm
Okay.
gonna hit you for even maligning my integrity.
Don't you hit my grandkids.
and that. No, not your grandkids. You. I'll fight an old lady. I will fight an old lady.
Okay, I'm gonna roll I'm gonna roll 3d6 for the group. To not be terrified by this lady who's both saying that the Road Queen's the worst and that she's gonna beat up their grandma. No successes, so you just have to get one success to beat it. So you get +2 from Evie and Marnie John helping you.
Oh, okay, should I re-roll?
How many did you roll before?
I just rolled right now. 8?
You rolled 8? Okay.
Yeah.
You can, did you get any successes?
I can't see the screen, I don't know.
Oh,
You did
no.
not.
No?
No.
Are you serious? I rolled 8 dice. Alright, I'll just re-roll 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
What is
So
this
close
game?
every time.
You're gonna beat up our grandma?
Well, I mean,
that's
you were
This is why I
gonna
told
beat
you you
us
can't trust
up.
anyone, kids.
She pulled a gun on us. She pulled
he's
a gun on the girl who was driving the bus.
Grandma
while it
said
was in
only lie to
motion.
bad people, and he's gonna try and take a swing at you with his chains. It's not gonna be ideal. His chained bear traps that are not, sprung to grapple people. And it's okay. There we go. It's not ideal. You can roll to defend, which will be your agility plus, I believe, your armor. I don't have the armor on here. So we'll go with, what kind of clothing are you wearing?
There isn't wait, permanent talents. There isn't a place on here for armor, so gear, of course.
Gear, yeah.
Of course that's the one thing I forgot to
Are you wearing like post-apocalyptic armor? Have you kind of made armor out of like signs or like to make plate? Because I'll give you a bonus depending on what you're wearing.
When I designed her, she was wearing like road leathers.
Okay. So you'll add one. Let's add 1 defense, plus your agility.
So that's an extra 2d6? Or
I think it's just a +1 d6. But I'll give you another one too, because he's swinging something at you in a bus, which is not the ideal for swinging stuff.
Okay. I did misspeak, so thank you for the extra.
Yeah, no worries. Oh.
Come on.
I
But
can't see
in
anything.
your defense, he also missed. One of the bear traps though does we go back into this bullet time, and you can kind of see the chain and this closed bear trap like swing around, and it hits like the poles that like and the ceiling, and it just kind of like thumps to the ground as you like artfully like just kind of walk out of the way of him swinging something that he doesn't have enough room to really get a good swing going. Grandma said only to lie to bad people, and you guys are bad people. Why are you lying to us?
Why are we bad people?
Well, ectoplasm is a grandkid now too, though. She's cool. Everyone else is bad.
And you pulled your gun on your grandkid. What does that make you?
Grandma!
Very good at object lessons.
I gave you food, and that doesn't make there's no consideration for that at all. I gave you stuff for free without you even asking.
You know what? This is a really good point, because we gave you water, we gave you food, and then you pulled a gun on your grandchild. Who's the bad person here?
I'm not a bad person.
Grandma.
And she taps the barrel of one of her guns against her chin as she thinks, am I a bad person?
Can I use this moment to kind of escape from my position?
Yeah. Roll a sneak. So that'll be agility plus I'm not sure. I don't think there really is anything unless you have a feat for it.
No, I think
Or a
it would
talent.
just be. I think it would just be agility.
Yeah.
Oof. Nope.
Nope. Latch has like the one who's wearing the clothing in the colors of the shadowed concrete just is kind of is over on the other side going, Grandma said it was a timeout for you.
That's right.
That's
Good
what
job,
the
Lex.
guns mean.
Uh-huh.
Guns mean you're in timeout.
What's a timeout? Like,
That's when Grandma says that you're in trouble and you're not allowed to play anymore.
oh, but I'm not gonna get beat.
I don't know. He like whispers to you like he's never gotten in enough trouble to find out if he's gonna get whooped by Grandma. I just do what she says, and you know what? It generally goes better that way. You should just let us take you prisoner. Just let us do it. Just let us do it. Let's do it.
Can Evie turn to who was the one with the abs? Like Fabio? With Fabio on the
Fabio of the
Look at that
post-apocalyptic.
That's Russ-Jaw.
Was that Russ-Jaw? I'm going to turn to him and try to. No, it's not what you guys are thinking. Stop.
I mean, it could be an enemies to lover story.
Why not?
Yeah, you never know.
I'm going to appeal to him
Okay.
and be like, okay, well, I can see that you are a group of kids who love their grandma very much. So very much. So you would care about her if she went missing and something of the sort. Well, in a similar sort of way, that's what the Road Queen is to us. She's our grandma. So if you would be so kind as to let us go find our grandma, we can give you stuff in return.
Russ-Jaw is not really smart, so he's gonna roll 2d6 to try to not be swayed.
That's my boy.
And then you can roll to, once we know what his successes are, I'll let you roll your persuasion to try and sway him. Oh, he has no successes. We're all rolling great tonight, guys.
Please.
You
Oh,
just
God.
gotta get the one.
Yeah, but our streak so far has been so good. I got a one success.
That's a success.
The wind in the bus like blows the curls of your blonde hair into your face ever so becomingly. A little bit of sand sparkles with like the mica of the desert, and it's just like this beautiful magical moment. And he's like, I guess so, as he like just starts stammering and then like scratches the back of his head with his long greasy Aragorn opening the doors hair, with like the chain still like over his shoulder. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, Grandma. They're looking for their grandma, and I feel conflicted, and she's pretty.
Well, did you say you know the Road Queen as your grandma?
Well, technically, she's more like a mom, I guess, because we're closer in age, but like the relationship's kind of basically the same. And if we met her.
Can Marnie try to like stop before Delores figures it out? Can Marnie kind of try to do a little like elbow, like stop it? Stay on the Ord Queen, eh?
That was wrong. But okay.
I mean, if you would want someone to help talk to this person to help get your stuff back, we could help.
This person that we don't know and is not our friend and is not like our grandma, even though that was a very cute story that you told about grandmas. What we could do though, so because Marnie tries to, so like I'm a scientist, right? So I know you need some stuff, so maybe there's a way that I can help you a little bit, but we don't know the road, anything like that. Like I don't know her. And then if this is distracting enough, can I Can I try to do any sort of disarming, like physical disarming on Delores?
Yeah. Agility, and do you have a talent for like pickpocketing or anything like that?
No, I'm just feisty.
This
And
is
are
a
you going
perfect
for like
character.
are you going for like a sneaky disarm or a brute force?
Brute force, I think would work would be more likely for me considering my numbers.
Yeah.
But if
we
I
can
have
do-
to go with agility, we can totally do agility.
No, we can do a brute force. Dolores, you're gonna have to roll to counter that, and you can use
Yes.
either brute force back or agility. We'll have you roll first as the defender.
All right. Brute force would be strength based.
Yeah.
A weirdly strong old lady, so I'm gonna go with
No!
that.
What? What? How you have two? Listen, all right, well.
You got this, Marnie John. You're scrappy.
No! Okay, I failed.
So I think what happens is this. I think you go to grab, and I'm sitting here going, now hold on a moment. And I just kind of point my gun in your direction as I'm like thinking, like not even aware that I'm doing it. Like, now hold on. You know the road queen.
I don't know her.
Could you folks negotiate with her?
Probably.
We got skills. We got some negotiating skills up here.
Yeah, we'll just have Evie talk to her. Evie can get to anybody.
Except for these people.
It's a special.
I
That's
mean-
because these people are special.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
You're right.
Petal
Right.
Petal
It's special.
comes over to you, Dolores, and like
smart.
tugs on your little old lady weathered road cardigan made out of leather and scraps. It goes, Grandma, she did leave
Yes,
a lot
dear.
of stuff when she came last. She made that whole thing at the top. Maybe they could figure out what it was and maybe get it off of my bed.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
you do need a bed again.
Uh-huh.
That-
I had to share with Latch and he kicks.
Yeah. And Latch has to share with me, and you both kick. All right, new deal. You lot come with us. You clear the rest of her stuff
Yeah, we
out
don't
of our
want it.
hideout. And when you find her, you tell her that that is our turf.
Yep. Deal.
Perfect. Absolutely. We can totally do this.
In that case, we won't need any guns.
Yeah. No guns.
Sounds like a win-win-win situation.
Gunschmuns.
I don't even use guns.
Nobody look at
Well, in
me.
that case, it sounds like we're all friends, and she holsters both of her guns.
Yeah,
No,
you guys
no,
are at the
good.
skeleton overpass and now have reign to go up to the Road Queen stuff. What do you guys do?
Do we have a choice? I don't think so.
Gotta get her shit. Pick up
Yeah.
her shit. Evie, as you step off the bus, Rustjaw does give you like a gentlemanly hand down. It's like dirty and gross. And as you let go of his hand, there is like the Mr. Darcy like hand flex.
Oh my god.
Evie does like a little hair tuck.
Is this an age-appropriate relationship? Because I'm going to be very awkward about it.
I mean,
Alecto is like deadpan staring deadpan
Dolores is
staring at
very
him.
old, and what I was told by Nutmeg when we were coming up with the Ribcage kids is her grandkids are anywhere between the ages of like 12 and 45. So
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
You can decide
I'm
his
okay with that.
age.
I'm gonna decide that he's 45.
Okay.
Yes.
Glaring.
That's cool.
He is my
You have
precious
no idea
grandchild.
how old. You have no idea how old Evie is because she doesn't know how old she is. So she could be between 12 and 45. For all you know.
I'm gonna decide on 45.
And you guys make it up to the skeleton overpass, and you guys find what looks like what remains of a small radio tower built into the rebar and the concrete. Feel free to make investigation checks, and I have some information for you.
Ooh, what's the investigation check? What's that one?
That's gonna be wits
Gonna be
and
wits.
any skills that you have to help you investigate.
All right. Remember, I can't see the dice, so someone else has to look.
No, not a single success. Can I argue that I start stabbing stuff and so I can add?
Yeah!
Yes!
Roll investigation with violence. It's fine.
I got 2 6s.
Okay, hold on, please. I want this. I want it because it's funny.
Oh my god.
Damn.
I just got 2 6s on top of each other because I rolled wrong, but that's okay. I actually technically have 2 more dice that I could roll.
Okay.
So, hold on. We gonna add another one and we're gonna roll those 2. So we only got the 2. We got 2 successes.
Okay.
How is the investigator not getting any?
So Rosalind, you're kind of going through the materials, very like slow and like methodical, and then your friends just start ripping through stuff, and it's just a little overstimulating for you and your process as you're like trying to like catalog clues, and you're like, oh look, a journal. Let's pick it up and like read it, and then it's just chaos around. As
Hey, look what I found.
I imagine Alecto in the back, like, doom, 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 doom.
did anyone else get successes besides Marnie John?
I did. I got 1 success.
Okay.
I got 1 too.
Okay, so you guys, as you're kind of like going through it and scavenging through it / just chucking things around, you guys are able to find some oh, I'm reading my notes. Dust swirls through the collapsed ribs of the overpass, bolted into concrete. You actually find a solar panel, like a working, functioning, small solar panel that glints under the sun. Twisted scraps of metal catch the light. Like, somebody has definitely been here, and you can kind of tell it's like somebody with a little bit more know-how than you think Rustjaw. You don't think that this is Rustjaw's work. And as I have said, somebody else came through, the Road Queen. You are able to find... Oh, sorry, Alecto.
I had a question. With my mechanic feet, could I like look at that stuff and kind of just discern properly like how it's made, or like if it's in working condition type thing?
We're gonna make sure we get around to everybody first, and then we
Okay,
can
cool.
do further investigation with the information given. Pele, with kind of your brute force, you're able to find, as you're ripping and tearing through the belongings, what looks like a drink coaster. Like you're not really sure what it is, but it says Pappy and Harriet's on it.
Happy, as in like Pappy.
Yeah, like Grandpappy.
Grandpappy.
Grandpappy and Harriet's.
Delores, is Delores your real name?
What kind of question is that?
It's
And
just
also
a
stop
question.
destroying my stuff.
I'm trying to look through the stuff that was left behind. I'm not touching your stuff.
You're looking with a knife.
Am I touching your stuff? No.
With a
I'm
knife, yeah.
fine.
And then finally, Marnie John, as you're kind of looking at this antenna and this like makeshift radio tower, you can see that it kind of goes along with those calculations you found, like a relay, and it's pointed towards the direction of San Jacinto on the map. Alecto, can you roll for me the knowledge check on learning more about the machinery?
So that's the wits with the 2 for mechanic.
Yeah.
8. Nope. 4 5s, no 6.
No 6. You're not really sure what the deal is with this. It definitely doesn't look like it's working 100% correctly. I'll give you that. But there is a place where you know you could get more stuff to make it work. There is an ancient museum, or, you know, but you think of it as almost a museum or a scrapyard left in the desert called Noah Purfoy Museum Art. And you could maybe get some extra bits and bobs there. And you guys stand unknowingly at a crossroads. 3 places. The Road Queen at San Jacinto. The Lure of Pappy and Harriet's establishment long that may have either information as it was in the belongings of the Road Queen. So maybe she's gone there at some point. Or there might be stuff to trade. Who knows? As well as the scrapyard where you could get more materials to continue the Road Queen's work. Those 3 roads lead ever onward as we wrap up for the evening. And you guys will have to tell me what direction you take for next time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it as the road goes further down.
I think myself and all of my grandkids, as the bus pulls out, are just there waving, and I look over at Russia and I say, "You are not dating that woman."
Oh no, it's now forbidden love! Enemies to lovers with forbidden love! All the tropes!
In the background, I see the bus pull away. You see Evie like outside the window giving a little wave.
Evie, you are too good for him. You're better than him.
Yeah, no, there's no way you're dating that boy. He is.
Yes. Rosalind and I, we're on the same page.
All right. How many men have you seen around here?
There are
no
men
men.
are the
worst.
There will be more men.
Electo,
We will find more men.
roll
We'll go to the ocean and find an alien
Don't
if we have to.
Sure, there will be
You
more.
fucking
I
men.
know that for sure.
We don't.
How many?
We do not settle.
2d6!
We do not
Roll me
settle.
a 2d6!
We do not settle.
I mean, is it
I
settling?
Two and a
into
three.
Vibe? I
You
don't
need.
and a 3.
You have more
The road is
self-respect
clear.
than settling.
Another tumbleweed rolls past and is just like, this is a great time. We're all having a great time, guys.
Alecto, get that thing out of here.
And that's where we're gonna wrap for the evening. Thank you, everybody. This has been Girls Gone Wasteland. We're gonna go around the circle, popcorning it around so you can find out where all these lovely individuals can be found all over the internet. We're gonna start over on this side with Kaylee.
Hi guys, my name is Kaylee. I am the gaming anthropologist. You will find me on Instagram and on Threads, just losing my mind about video games, game culture, and anthropology, which is really interesting to me, but maybe not people in general. Let us move on to B.
Hi guys, my name is B. I'm Typer Voxlations on all my social media. That's TYPRVOXILATIONS because I know how to spell. You can mostly find me on Instagram, Threads, and also Etsy.
Ooh. Again, another special thank you to B for all of the lovely character art that you can see on screen. They have lovingly made each and every art piece for our characters, including Delores, for her one episode turn upon the boards. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back. There's a whole love story now unfolding, evidently, that we were not anticipating. But you know what? Things get weird. B, who are you gonna popcorn it over to?
I'll popcorn it over to Victoria.
Hi, everybody. I'm Victoria. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at sometimes.tori on your social medias. I'm just foolish. I'm foolish everywhere. If you enjoy my particular brand of foolishness, you can follow me in other spots for the foolishness. There you go. Oh, and I got a popcorn. I'm gonna popcorn to Miriam.
That's me. Hi, everybody. My name is Marm. I use they, she pronouns. And today I've been playing Pele, who uses she, her pronouns. And I got a fucking full-ass weekend. Let me tell you something. Let me pull up my fucking schedule really fast. I should have done this before I started talking. So on Friday, you can find me on the Streaming Rainbow channel where I'm going to be raising money for races, playing an evil villain, trying to maybe totally upheave the evil villain that I work for. But you know, who knows? But we're going to be raising money. We're going to be making haha funny jokes throughout all of that. And that's going to be great. And then on Sunday, you can find me on the Dungeon Dropouts Twitch channel as well, where I'm going to be raising money again for a few organizations that are in Minneapolis on the ground, working with communities out there with everything happening over there. Also, fuck ice. And there you're gonna catch me playing a possibly reincarnated super powerful wizard in the form of a very fluffy stuffed animal and trying to figure out and have a fun story over there. So catch me over there for all of those charity streams. We're gonna be doing some good stuff for the world. So I'm gonna pop it over to Nutmeg.
That's me. Hi guys, I'm Nutmeg. I guest starred this episode. I normally help with producing on this, so it was a joy to get to pop in and get in the weeds here. I also am involved in What Happened in the Malachite Wastes, which is a modern fantasy slice of life podcast. Incredibly cool. We're working on season 2 right now. Season 1 is already out. Please go check it out. It's very cool. Find it wherever you listen to your podcasts. I also, locally in LA, I'm involved with a theater troupe called Arroyo Repertory Theater. We are currently working on our second showcase. If you are local, please come check us out. You can find information at Arroyo Rep Workshops on Instagram, or on my Instagram. You can find me at Nutmegan Tyndall on Instagram or Blue Sky. I'm going to throw that in the chat here so that you know how to spell that.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much me. I'm going to pop it over to, we've gotten all of our players.
No, we have Lady Lily still.
Oh my god, Lady Lily!
Hi guys, I'm Lady Lily from Lady Lily of Lolaland. I also run a game every Wednesday called Fate Academy, where I have thrown now 6 players into a magical university and told them to up the melodrama. It's been a lot of fun. You can also find me, I don't know when we're back with Eberron, but I believe it's sometime at the end of the month, if I think it's like the last week of the month though. And then it's like every other Sunday. I'm also kind of all over TikTok as much as I can be, and Instagram. Same thing, Lady Lily of Lawland, if you wish to find me. Thank you. And then I get to pop it over to our awesome DM.
Oh, thank you. I'm Idly. You can find me here on The Bad Ideas. We have a lot of fun projects coming up. This month, we're going to for sure have our first episode of Hit Me With Your One Shot, in which guest DMs get to come in and, sit in my seat, and I get to sit in somebody else's seat and still run tech. But luckily, it's not also DMing, so hopefully things will move a little bit smoothly for those one-shots. We'll find out. That's coming up towards the end of the month. We also are in talks with Dungeon Samster, who wants to run a one-shot for charity over here as well. Rumor is it might be neon vampires in a cyberpunk setting, so Vampire the Masquerade in a cyberpunk setting. That may be happening this month. We have to kind of iron out the last few details, but it may be around Valentine's Day, which seems very apropos for vampires. We also have a few other projects for when, unfortunately, Girls Gone Wasteland will eventually we'll have to take a break at some point. So there's a few other projects in the works for our summer and fall season. So stay tuned for casting alerts for that, probably on Threads or in any of my medias where I'll post promotions for that for casting. So if you want to join me over here on other wild and wacky adventures, there's rumors that it might be a hot night summer coming up. So I'm very excited for that. Or hot summer nights. You pick your favorite. So that is also in talks and development. That's not ready quite yet, but you get to hear it first here. And that is us at the Bad Ideas. And you know what? We're all wasted. Have a good night, everybody. Oh, I forgot to credit our music. Music by Tabletop RPG Music, Linky, where the links go, and Dice by DD Dice. You couldn't see it this time for whatever reason. I am streaming the wrong version of it, I guess. But usually the dice will be flying. Feel free to also use both of those free tools for your home game or actual play. Now we're all wasted. I feel drunk and tired. Let's get me out of here. Have a great night, you guys.